Have you ever left a conversation wondering, did I say too much or agree to something your body clearly said no to just to keep the peace? I've been there for years. And what I realized, I wasn't being chosen. I was just being convenient. So let's talk about what it's actually like to stop shrinking and start showing up as your whole self. Hey, I'm Deandra Jelisa, clarity mentor, creative business coach, and soft life curator. On this channel, we talk about living in alignment, healing from hustle culture, and building a soft life rooted in self-worth. Today, I want to share something deeply personal. How I stopped shrinking myself to be liked, accepted, and chosen, especially in business, dating, and even family dynamics. We'll talk about why we do this, how it shows up, and what it takes to reclaim your energy and feel safe being fully seen. And if this hits, make sure you like, share, and subscribe and stay until the end. I'll share one small practice that helped me start honoring my truth without guilt. All right, let's get started. So let's talk about the hidden costs of shrinking yourself. There was a time I was saying yes to everything. Client requests, family favors, last minute plans, because I wanted to be seen as reliable, generous, strong. I remember one event where I pulled off this last minute install. I had no sleep and I was running on fumes. And when the client said, "You really came through, thank you," I felt that rush of validation. Yes, I'm that reliable person that people can lean on. But when I got home, I broke down. My body hurt, my spirit was tired, and I realized I wasn't proud, I was empty. And I also realized that shrinking may earn you praise in the moment, but it robs you of your peace, creativity, and clarity. Now let's go over why approval feels like safety. I've been doing a lot of nervous system healing lately, and here's what clicked for me. Our bodies are wired to associate approval with survival. I grew up in a household where peace meant being helpful, being the good daughter. Being the good daughter meant keeping everyone happy. So even as an adult, my nervous system panicked when someone was disappointed with me, even if I knew I was doing the right thing for me. Keep in mind that you're not too much. You're just in spaces that ask you to shrink. So here are 3 shifts that help me stop shrinking. One is start with low stakes boundaries. I didn't go from yes girl to no queen overnight. I started small, like turning off my phone at night, saying maybe instead of immediately committing, saying tonight doesn't work for me, and not explaining why I felt awkward at first, but it built my self-trust and it made me feel like I can now honor myself first before I have to hold everyone else's feelings before my own. The second shift is to let people sit with their own discomfort. Now, I know this one can be hard on both sides, but that's okay. And especially when it comes to dating and family dynamics. I used to try to fix the vibe if someone was upset, but now I breathe. I let them have their feelings. And I remind myself their reaction isn't mine to manage. And that changed everything for me because I no longer was holding on to everyone else's emotions. And the third shift is affirm yourself before they validate you. I used to rehearse saying something just to say it right so no one would misunderstand me. But now I say what I need to say with kindness and I affirm myself after. And this is giving myself grace and the peace that I need to move forward. My boundaries don't make me difficult. They make me safe. And whoever can't hold space for that probably never really chose me in the first place. And this can be a tough pill to swallow when you are first starting out with setting boundaries for yourself. And all of these shifts have changed my life and also just how people engage with me and move around me. People aren't having so much expectation from me anymore. And people know that when they ask me something or approach me that I will have boundaries in place. And it feels very much so empowering to stop shrinking for everyone else to make them feel comfortable. When it caused discomfort in myself, when I know I have a bright light, I know I have a lot to share, and I know my capacity now. And I also know what I'm willing to say yes and no to and what feels good to me. And when you get to this space, it opens up your reality and you have so much clarity around you so that you now can maneuver in peace and do things that you want to do your way without feeling any guilt. And I'm telling you, you're going to love moving this way. So if any part of this resonated with you, I want you to pause and ask yourself, where am I shrinking to be chosen? And what's one soft boundary I can honor this week, even if it feels uncomfortable at first? And with that being said, I dive deeper into this topic in my last podcast episode, why letting go of people pleasing is the boldest thing you'll ever do. You can listen now on Spotify and Apple or wherever you listen to your podcast. And if you want a few journal prompts and rituals to support you through this shift, download my Clarity Blueprint. It's a beautiful place to begin. I will leave the link in the description below. Thank you for being here and allowing me to share this story with you. And remember, you don't have to be liked to be whole. You just have to be honest with yourself and brave enough to stay. Subscribe for more soft life tools, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.